Now in Good Morning Northwest, building after building burning to the ground in California. The destruction unimaginable. More people have died in those fires. We are tracking the very latest.
And we're in a break between storms, but it's not going to be long until the snow is falling again. When? You should expect it.
And accusations against Pullman's chief of police. What we've learned about these allegations of harassment and sexual assault when he went before a judge. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. Welcome to your Thursday. It is January 9th. Mark Peterson with another morning off. Matt Gray filling in. He has your first alert forecast. Good morning.
Good morning, and a much calmer morning than it was yesterday when we had snow moving through and slick and slippery roads. Instead, well, there's still going to be some slippery roads out there, but we are keeping an eye out for some fog this morning. Visibility down to about a mile now in Coeur d'Alene. It's less than a mile as you work your way south towards the Harrison and St. Mary's area. So we got some fog developing around Lake Coeur d'Alene. Visibility dropping on the West Plains here as well. Overall, looking at just some patchy fog out there this morning, so nothing too serious. You can see in Spokane, it's mostly low cloud cover. There's the fog. Oh boy, things happen really quickly there. Just checking this a little bit ago, and that fog was not there. So Coeur d'Alene folks, make sure you slow down here. Looks that fog is pretty dense. So fog for today, but for tomorrow, it is about our next round of snow. I'm tracking that coming up.
All right, Matt, thanks. Well, this morning, California crews are battling new wildfires near Los Angeles. This includes a new fire that broke out last night in the Hollywood Hills area. That's not far from landmarks like the Dolby Theater and the Hollywood Walk of Fame. The 43-acre fire has prompted evacuations overnight, but most of those have been lifted as of this morning.
And nearly 2,000 homes and buildings have been destroyed in the 6 fires across L.A. 400,000 homes and businesses have also lost power. Right now, it's too early to know the true scale of the damage. Hannah Joy is breaking down at the Breaking Now desk. Hannah, have these fires slowed at all overnight?
As of this morning, none of the 6 fires are contained. They are burning near Pasadena, Sylmar, Runyon Canyon, Riverside County, and the largest in the Pacific Palisades. And the community is really stepping up to help. Take a look. This is a video of a palm tree catching fire outside a Hollywood home. Immediately, neighbors jumped in to help, grabbing a ladder and a hose to save that house. However, other neighbors weren't so lucky.
This is our retirement. This is our nest egg. This is where we moved in when we got married. This is where our son was born. This was our house, and this was what we worked for. This was what we were going to use to retire. That was our investment.
More than 130,000 people are still under evacuation orders. I want to give you a better perspective. This map shows where multiple wildfires are burning across Los Angeles County. According to forecasters, dry conditions and high winds have fueled these fires. I can tell you the fire in Pacific Palisades is the most destructive in LA history. The Eden Fire has burned more than 10,000 acres near Pasadena. So far, at least 5 people are reported dead and several firefighters are injured. Right now in Southern California, the air is thick, ashy, and foggy, making it very difficult to breathe.
I mean, it is heartbreaking. We lost everything, and not only us, everyone around us. When I was standing in my front yard, I was looking at this giant red glowing fire that was just enveloping everything, and it was just heart-wrenching.
The National Guard sent more than 600 service members to help. This is now being called a massive response. Officials say they will get a better handle on the fires after the wind dies down tomorrow.
We'll have red flag conditions probably until Friday. They're going to keep that warning up. After that, you know, everything really starts to kick into gear and we're able to really get the upper hand.
Yesterday, President Joe Biden visited California. He has approved a major disaster declaration to help fight the fires. I will continue to keep you updated and give you ways you can help in the next 30 minutes. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks. And Washington Emergency Management is sending reinforcements to LA County to assist however they can. 9 task forces made up of 45 engines, 11 trucks, and nearly 150 personnel is heading to the coast. DNR is also sending some additional equipment and personnel. In a statement, Washington Governor Jay Inslee said Washington's fire crews are some of the best around, and I have no doubt their expertise and tireless efforts will make a real difference in the lives of those affected. You can read the full statement by finding this story. It's up right now on KXLY.com.
$44 million in federal funding is on the way to Spokane County to help with recovery efforts from the Gray and Oregon Road fires. Those fires tore through parts of Medical Lake and Elk in August of 2023, destroyed hundreds of homes and caused at least $166 million in damages. The money can be used to replace damaged affordable housing, strengthening infrastructure, support small businesses and residents, and implement disaster mitigation services to reduce the future risk of damage from disasters.
Pullman Police Chief Jake Opgenorth was back in court for a protection order accusing him of sexual assault and harassment yesterday. Attorneys of Opgenorth accuse their relationship, or the accuser say their relationship lasted several years before a recent breakup. The Pullman Police Department put Opgenorth on leave. Washington State Patrol is also investigating him. Opgenorth's attorney requested another 2 weeks to prepare for the hearing.
And obviously these are very severe allegations against him. This is a complex, factually and legally intense matter.
Opgenorth is scheduled to be back in court on January 22nd. Well, thousands of dollars in childcare funding is cut off to hundreds of Spokane families.
Advocates are looking for creative ways to expand programs for parents as we head into the legislative session. Community-minded Enterprises has been using American Rescue Plan dollars to help families in the working middle class who don't qualify for the state subsidy program. One of the grant recipients says it was great while it lasted, but now she's not sure how she's going to make ends meet.
It's crazy that that there isn't more funding like this for us middle people, because we're not poor enough to qualify for all the state assistance, but we're definitely not rich enough to actually make it.
Childcare advocates say cuts are coming in this legislative session. The state is looking at a $12 billion budget shortfall, and funding for childcare is not at the top of the priority list. What is being done to help families right now? In Kirsten O'Connor's special report tonight on 4 News Now at 6 o'clock. It's now 6 minutes after 7.
Checking back in with Matt Gray, who's in for Mark.
7 minutes after 6.
After 6, not quite 7 o'clock yet. We'll get there, I promise.
Sorry.
Morgan's already looking ahead. She's looking to Friday.
We're close.
Yeah, right.
Hour or so.
Matt is in for Mark today. What are you tracking today, Matt?
Okay, well, you can see behind me here in the satellite picture, big storm system off the Pacific coast. It's coming here. It's going to bring us some snow tomorrow. We'll talk about how much snow we're likely to see coming up.
It's time to get ready for professional bull riding. It's back at the Spokane Arena this weekend. We're giving you a sneak peek coming up.
And rent prices around the country are out of control, and some landlords may have to pay up for it. Coming up, how the government says they worked together to line their accounts while causing hardship for their renters when we come back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
You want somewhere to play? We got you. I want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you want to do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Where winning is just the beginning.
4 News Now weather is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Casino Resort Hotel.
At Parker Toyota, our commitment to you begins the moment you drive off the lot in your new vehicle.
We have more Toyota Master Diagnostic technicians than anyone in the Northwest.
That means our technicians are the most experienced at identifying and fixing any mechanical issues, ensuring that your Toyota receives the care it deserves.
Open 7 days a week. Call or go online to schedule your appointment at parkertoyota.com.
Childcare costs are breaking budgets and funding has dried up, leaving families desperate. I'm Kirsten O'Connor. I'll show you the solutions on the way and what's being done to help families right now, tonight, only on 4 News Now at 6.
4 News Now and STCU are proud to continue highlighting volunteers who go above and beyond with their efforts. STCU Volunteers Count is a project that awards groups and individuals who take volunteering to the next level, donating personal time and financial support to local nonprofits. The winning volunteers will be awarded a grant courtesy of STCU to help further their efforts, and then we'll tell their story. If you know of a local volunteer who deserves recognition, nominate them at KXLY.com.
4 News Now and ABC World News Tonight.
Delivering reliable information in uncertain times.
Knowing where to turn for news is crucial. Turn to ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
And 4 News Now with Derek Dice and Kirsten O'Connor.
Once again, it's time for Kerner Furniture's annual January clearance sale. Everything in the store is reduced for clearance, and there's never been a better time to buy. Kerner Furniture's January clearance sale. It's time.
If you remember this commercial, it might be time for some new furniture.
And with the Kerner clock ticking, it's the perfect time during our January clearance sale.
Time for a new Lazy Boy recliner at the lowest prices in town? We've got a few.
Find time to come into Kerner Furniture during our January clearance sale.
Clock's ticking.
It's time to strive and thrive in 2025. Let's go! And crush those New Year's resolution goals this week at Move Fitness.
Multiple RV manufacturers will be at the National RV Show, downtown Spokane Convention Center.
Welcome back. It is 6:10. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. President-elect Donald Trump continues to urge the Supreme Court to pause his sentencing in the hush money case set for tomorrow.
It's a highly unusual request that relies in part on the court's decision last year to grant him board immunity from criminal prosecution. Trump was convicted in May of falsifying business records over payments to his then lawyer, Michael Cohen, to reimburse a $130,000 hush money payment made to an adult film star to keep her from speaking out about an alleged affair before the 2016 election. Trump has denied that affair. A New York appeals court judge recently rejected Trump's demands to stop tomorrow's sentencing.
Across America, rents are on the rise. One recent study found half of all renters are spending more than 30% of their income on housing. But now the government is suing 6 major landlords, accusing them of illegally collaborating to raise rents nationwide. 10 states now joining the Justice Department in alleging these major property companies operating more than 1 million housing units in 43 states are using algorithms to set rents and share sensitive information with each other to reduce competition and boost profits.
Your takeaways with your weather. Today, cloudy conditions. What else do you expect at a dry winter day? And then we'll see some snow coming in for Friday. Expect some slick roads around midday.
Well, one of Spokane's busiest streets could look very different in the next 5 years. The eventual opening of the North-South Freeway is expected to alleviate traffic congestion on Division Street significantly. Now, with that in mind, city planners are discussing how to reinvent the Division Street corridor and prevent businesses and people from leaving it. The city said the new potential plans could include things like more sidewalks, bus hubs, and bike and transit lanes.
And so there's an opportunity to think about how do we help the people who live in this corridor get around better? How do we make it more attractive to live in the corridor and to do business in the corridor?
Now take a look at these renderings of the future of the Division Street corridor. That's from yesterday's Spokane Plan Commission meeting. The study looks at how to best support the upcoming 2030 Division Bus Rapid Transit, or the BRT route. Spokane already has BRT already and is taking notes from its service right now. A final draft of this vision for the Division Street corridor's future is expected by the end of the year. It'd be crazy to think about not a lot of traffic on Division.
Yeah, hard to imagine.
It'll be nice, but it's kind of crazy to think about. Good Morning Northwest time right now, 6:13.
Thousands of people from around the country are in Washington, D.C. right now, paying their respects to the 39th President of the United States. Just ahead, what is happening today as the country remembers the life and legacy of Jimmy Carter.
And calling out cowboys and cowgirls, the professional bull riding tour is stopping in Spokane this weekend. Allison Martinez is live at the Spokane Arena there for a sneak peek of the battle that's coming up right after this break.
It's back, the Big Boat Show, 4 big days. Come on out, shop and compare. There's something for everyone at the Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Learn more at SpokaneBoatShow.com.
It's time to get big discounts and save up to 30 and even 40% off major name brand furniture and mattress sets, or 5 years no interest financing available during the January overstock clearance sale at Walker's.
Did you know that Spokane Hyperbaric Center uses oxygen to reduce pain, inflammation, and swelling?
I didn't know that.
Did you know that hyperbaric oxygen therapy promotes new blood vessel growth, fights infection, and releases more stem cells from your bone marrow?
I didn't know that.
Would you like to know if Spokane Hyperbaric Center is the right choice for you? Go to hyperbarichope.com to find out.
Spokane Hyperbaric Center gave us hope. And now you know.
Right now, you could be sitting on a gold mine and not even know it. That's because for the price of the loose change currently hiding in your couch, you could hit a jackpot at Northern Quest. It's true. 188 people do it every day, and often with a bet that jingles rather than folds. So flip over a couch cushion near you, then win your share of more than $13 million worth of jackpot payouts each month. Only at Northern Quest. Yes, the best.
If you're looking for an everyday truck like the Tacoma,
or something a bit bigger, like the Tundra, Colville Toyota has the truck to meet your needs.
both the Tundra and Tacoma are built to last and provide unbeatable performance in their class.
Loaded with the latest tech, with adaptive cruise control and forward collision warning, these trucks are designed to get you safely to your destination.
Come test drive a Tacoma and Tundra today at Colville Toyota, your small town dealership with a big heart.
Bathfitter showers have got people talking. Our wide selection of showers means it's exactly what we wanted. Seamless and watertight walls are much easier to clean than tiles and grout. And they stay in excellent shape. Every Bathfitter shower is backed by a lifetime warranty. And with thousands of five-star reviews, the experience exceeds expectations. It's no wonder millions of Bathfitter customers love their new shower. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Are you looking for a great place to get a great workout and crush those New Year's resolution goals? Let's go! Join now and strive to thrive in 2025 at Move Fitness. Join the movement.
Come on out to the Spokane Boat Show. We've got boats of all types and sizes. Heavy metal, smaller fishing boats, open bow, high-performance ski and wakeboard boats, pontoons, kayaks, canoes, and personal watercraft.
4 News Now is brought to you by STCU and Volunteers Count.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Welcome back. The time right now is 6:17. We're taking a live look at the departure ceremony for President Jimmy Carter. This is a live look at his motorcade. That casket is on its way to the National Cathedral, where his life and legacy will be celebrated for the country to say goodbye later this morning. Now, after Carter's funeral, there will be another one in Georgia for his family.
He will be buried outside his home in Plains next to his late wife, Rosalind. You can watch live coverage of Carter's funeral in D.C. right here on ABC This Morning, starting at 7 o'clock.
And today's National Day of Remembrance for Carter comes with a few changes to government services. The U.S. Postal Service will close mail delivery and retail services through limited package delivery services. Although limited package delivery services will still be available. Normal operations will resume tomorrow. Government offices and the Supreme Court will also be closed today, and stock exchanges will cease their trading.
Let's take a live look now. At Matt Gray. At Matt Gray. Hi, Matt. Come on outside. Hi, Matt. Hey. Okay, so what are you taking a look at?
All right, got some breaking news for you.
Okay.
La Niña. We've been talking about it for months. We're like, hey, La Niña's coming. It's finally here.
Oh, wow.
Months later than predicted. way weaker than we ever anticipated, but it is here. So I know skiers may rejoice, right? We've been talking about this for months. A chance for wetter and cooler weather conditions here in the Pacific Northwest. With it being extremely weak and only expected to last maybe a couple of months, I think that maybe by late February or into March, if we are suddenly seeing maybe a lot more cool and snowy weather, especially compared to what we saw at the beginning of this winter, then I think La Niña will have something to do with that. Otherwise, the impact from that, unfortunately, looks fairly minimal. Sorry, skiers. But hey, we've had a good start to the snow season so far, at least up in the mountains. Speaking of mountains, well, let's talk about some mountain snow that will start here on Friday morning. We'll see a wintry mix around parts of the Columbia Basin, and we'll see some valley snow here as well as we head towards midday across the northeastern third of Washington state and across the North Idaho Panhandle. This is going to be the time where we'll have the most snow falling around lunchtime and where we'll have the most slick road conditions. This will continue through the early afternoon across the Idaho Palouse. Not expecting a ton of snow accumulation as you work your way down towards Pullman and Moscow. I think an inch is probably the max that you'll see there. By 5 o'clock, most of us have already seen the snow move on. So this is another very fast-moving, quick-hitting system. We'll see some breezy conditions as cooler, drier air moves in for the back end of the day. So looking from Kellogg to Coeur d'Alene to Sandpoint, chance for 1 to 2 inches. There could be some pockets of some heavier snow there. You head towards places like St. Mary's and south. That's when we're going to see that snow kind of taper off. Not expecting a ton to get down into the Kootenai River Basin here as well. And of course, across the eastern and central parts of eastern Washington, not expecting much here either. In fact, you'll likely end up with some sort of wintry mix. So that's kind of the lowdown for tomorrow. A couple of snow flurries and cooler air rushing in for the weekend. And then we settle into cooler and drier and, yes, even a little bit sunnier weather next week.
Sunnier? What that word even means.
That'll be nice.
Thanks, Matt. Well, it's time to grab your cowboy hats because this weekend you can experience the thrills of bull riding at the Spokane Arena.
The Professional Bull Riding Velocity Tour returns tomorrow. Allison Martinez live at the Spokane Arena with a sneak peek with a professional bull rider.
That's right. Good morning. Now, we've had PBR in Spokane for several years, but this is the very first time it's in town for 2 nights, which is oh so exciting. I'm joined by Dakota Lewis this morning. He is a professional bull rider. You'll be here this weekend. How are you feeling ahead of Friday and Saturday?
I'm excited to be back here in Spokane. You know, this event, it's always kind of special. It's closer to home, and the crowd here, they like to have some fun.
Yeah, definitely. I'm expecting a rowdy one here for sure. Now, can you tell us a little bit about what PBR is all about for people who haven't come by before?
So the PBR is the best bull riders in the world against the best bulls in the world. Here being Spokane, it's a PBR Velocity event, so there's going to be a lot of up-and-comers that you may have heard before, but these guys are the real deal, and it's going to be exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you can tell right now, things are a little bit barren because they're getting ready to bring in the dirt today, which will be so exciting. So cool to see how this arena shapeshifts for an event like this. Now, how long have you been a professional bull rider for?
So I've been in the PBR 13 years now. And I've been blessed with an amazing career, 4-time PBR World Finalist, and sky's the limit. I've been very thankful.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning, and best of luck to you this weekend. We're excited to cheer you and your bull on, and we'll have more information on tickets and everything you need to know on our website, kxly.com. Back to you guys in studio.
Dakota's a big deal.
Yeah, he's selling himself a little short there.
Wow.
Best bulls, best riders. Sounds like a good time. Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:22.
The Zags look to protect the kennel in last night's matchup against the University of San Diego, a team the Zags haven't lost to here at home in almost a quarter of a century. Ooh. We'll have the highlights from that game next in Morning Sports. Stick around.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
All right, it's going to be another good day. Hey, it's cold out, you guys. Families are freezing. They deserve better than that. Let's show them how business should be done. All right, guys, have a great day. Need anything, let me know. Okay, Fixed Rider is free, baby. You know Zags are going all the way this year, right?
Yeah, I do.
Big day. No heat calls, right? We haven't been voted #1 for nothing, you guys. We've worked really hard to earn these customers' trust, and let's show them that we are the best company in town, okay?
Bathfitter does showers? That's right. We offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers in all shapes and sizes. We can even convert your bath into a shower. How about that? With our seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you'll get a beautiful new shower to fit your needs, guaranteed for life. Bathfitter's been around for 40 years, and we've been experts at showers for just as long. Get yours today. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Our customers love coming to Car Wash Plaza.
The staff here is so friendly.
It's the best in the Northwest.
It's so well lit, and there's security lights everywhere.
The central dog wash is so convenient, no hassle, keeps the dog clean, and keeps my house clean too.
My car is a big investment for me, and so if I want it done right, I take it to Car Wash Plaza for the touchless wash.
Car Wash Plaza. It's the best in the Northwest.
Find a location near you at carwashplaza.com.
Fairway Floor, Abbey Carpet in Post Falls has been North Idaho's premier flooring shop for over 30 years. From remodels to new construction, they've got your home or business covered from wall to wall. Their expert design team will work with you to find the perfect floor for your lifestyle and budget. They've got the lowest prices. From carpet and area rugs to hardwood, LVP and laminate, if you can dream it, they can floor it. Dream it, Design it, live it at Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls.
Planning a trip to 49 degrees north? Make Mistaqua Casino Hotel your home base for an unforgettable ski, stay, and play experience. Store your gear securely in our convenient ski lockers. And after a day on the slopes, relax in our indoor swimming pool, hot tub, or unwind in one of our comfortable, beautiful new hotel rooms. Mistaqua Casino Hotel is located just north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah. Visit Mistaqua.com for more details.
Welcome to Morning Sports. I'm Jack Wallace. Gonzaga men's basketball, well, they hadn't had too much trouble historically when they play the San Diego Toreros. 18 straight wins, 0 home losses since 2000. The Zags are looking for another notch in that W belt last night. And boy, they did not disappoint here. Gonzaga runs away with the win, 93-80 to sink San Diego, remaining perfect in the conference at 4-0. Zag's main fuel in the tank was heartily supplied by forward Ben Gregg, who usually has come off the bench this season, but he earned a starting role due to Michael Ajayi out with an illness. Head coach Mark Fuse spoke with us post-game about what he saw out of Gregg's 23-point, 9 for 12 shooting night in 35 minutes, the most on the team.
I think that was, taxing on him, and these guys were spreading him out, and he was chasing a lot of little guys around, or perimeter guys, so that was a challenge, but I think he contributed like he normally does in all sorts of ways, with his leadership, his hustle, his toughness, his offensive rebounding, all of that.
So now Gonzaga moves to their first real conference test, a date against the Washington State Cougars, another unbeaten WCC team. Zags and Cougs tip off this Saturday at 6 p.m. And that's all for Morning Sports for now. But tune in tonight at 6 and Nightside to hear more from the new WSU head football coach, Jimmy Rogers.
And we will stream that news conference with Jimmy Rogers today at 2 o'clock.
Very exciting.
KXLY Plus. It is now 6:26.
Here in Eastern Washington, we understand that the toll a major wildfire takes on a community. And watching the destruction in California, it is easy to feel a little helpless. But there are ways that you can lend a hand from home. After the break, Hannah Joyce has ways that you can support the firefight from so many miles away.
Plus, next month, voters in Moses Lake will decide whether to fund their school district, how much the levy could cost you, and why the district says it's essential that it passes. And as we go to break, here's a look at what's coming up on Good Morning America at 7 o'clock.
In this morning's GMA First Look, the devastating wildfires in Southern California, reducing homes to ash.
Hundreds of structures in our town were on fire.
Lisa Marie and Stuart watched the fires creep into their Altadena neighborhood.
We looked and there it was. It was already racing up the mountain.
There's our house. Or was our house.
Now they're returning to their home to find they've lost everything.
It was pretty wild. When it's your own home, it just like it taps into a different part of you.
Even though things are gone, things are not gone. And we're okay, and our community is going to be okay.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have full live team coverage of the wildfire devastation and talk live to actor Cameron Matheson, who recorded these images of his home, also tragically destroyed by the fire. With your GMA First Look, I'm Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
Touch can mean so many things, even for people with moderate to severe eczema. Touch can make 2 feel like 1, or simply be a helping hand. Dupixent can help you stay ahead of eczema as you welcome the feeling of touch. Dupixent helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your skin from within. Many adults saw 90% clearer skin. Some even achieved long-lasting clearer skin. And fast itch relief after the first dose. Severe allergic reactions can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain, vision changes, or blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma or other medicines without talking to your doctor. Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists, helps you feel the heal. See the difference for yourself. Reach out to your eczema specialist today.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Craig Swap & Associates.
I'm Chad Young from the EasyHomebuyer.com, Spokane and Coeur d'Alene's easiest way to sell your house fast. If you have a few moments, I hope you'll give me the opportunity to make you an instant cash offer on your home. With the EasyHomebuyer.com, we will buy your house in as-is condition with no repairs, no closing costs, and no commissions. To get your no-obligation cash offer, give us a call or visit us online at theeasyhomebuyer.com.
Pick up the phone to inquire. Call the Easy Home Buyer.
In football, to have a good offense, you need to know how to read the defense.
The same is true dealing with the insurance company after a car wreck.
They'll use every trick in their playbook to pay you as little as possible.
But we know their playbook.
Like when they stack the box.
These are huge insurance companies.
And they'll do anything to keep you from winning.
Like stacking the box with attorneys to fight your claim.
That's when you call an audible and call us.
We're attorneys Russell and Hill.
We know the insurance game.
And we know how to win.
Not the best sound to start your day with, is it? Your next decision should be to call Precision. Our professionally trained technicians are here to provide you with award-winning service every time, so we can get you back up and running fast. Call or book online today.
If you're looking for a new ride for the new year, with delayed payments until April 1st, plus up to $600 of free upgrades like truck lift or tires, then you need to go to Cal.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
It is now 6:31, and we begin this half hour with the 4 News Now story tracker, focusing on breaking news out of Washington, D.C. this morning.
Today, the nation pays its respects to President Jimmy Carter. Here's a live look as preparations are underway right now for this morning's funeral. Carter's family has departed the Blair House via motorcade, and Carter's casket it looks like it's about to or has arrived at the National Cathedral, which you see here, where his life and legacy will be celebrated for the country to say goodbye. We'll continue to follow today's ceremony throughout the morning here on Good Morning Northwest. Then you can watch live coverage of Carter's funeral in D.C. It's right here on ABC this morning starting at 7 o'clock.
Today's National Day of Remembrance for Carter comes with a few changes to government services. The U.S. Postal Service will close mail delivery and retail services, though limited package delivery services will be available. Normal operations will resume tomorrow. Government offices and the Supreme Court will also be closed today, and stock exchanges will cease trading. Good morning, Northwest. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Thursday, January 9th. Welcome to your morning. Let's start things off here with Matt Gray, who is in for Mark Peterson today, taking a look outside as we're heading out the door.
All right, we've got some fog developing around Lake Coeur d'Alene this morning. Temperatures really have dropped now around Kootenai County. We're down to about 25 around parts of Coeur d'Alene, and you can see that fog really starting to make its presence felt here on the I-90 section here just north of the downtown area. Meanwhile, in Spokane, we're a little bit warmer. We're in the 30s, and we are just seeing cloudy skies. So a bit of a difference once you cross the state line here. Visibility down to basically zero here now, just up the road at the airport there in Coeur d'Alene near Hayden. That thick fog extending all the way south into the St. Mary's area and around Cataldo as well. So a big zone here where you'll want to make sure that you slow down. Temperatures cool it up. It is freezing fog, so you're definitely going to have to run the defroster a little bit longer this morning. Some patchy fog as well, looks like, around Spokane International and the West Plains. So that's how we start off the day. The fog lifts later on this morning. Here is how the rest of your day goes. Temperatures will kind of hover around freezing or get just above it as we head through the afternoon. I'm tracking some snow for your Friday forecast. That's coming up.
Matt, thanks so much. The devastation from the Southern California wildfires is almost impossible to imagine. 5 people dead, nearly 26,000 acres burned, and more than 2,000 homes and structures up in smoke.
Well, here in Eastern Washington, we understand far too well the toll that a major wildfire takes on a community. Watching from a distance, it's easy to feel a little helpless, but there are ways for you to help. Hannah Joyce at the Breaking Now desk for us this morning. And Hannah, how exactly can we help from so far away?
Natalie, people can donate through the American Red Cross and Salvation Army. Both of those organizations are accepting donations online. In addition to that, big name companies are stepping up. Uber is offering free rides for those who need to evacuate, while Airbnb is providing temporary housing. At this point, families are really grateful for the resources, but they still can't believe they have lost everything. Take a listen.
There's no words to even describe how heartbreaking. That's a life. That's your entire life. You don't get that back.
Another family said this is completely heartbreaking.
All the stuff that's here is replaceable. People are not. So having the family is the most important thing.
It's important to remember, if you plan on helping, make sure to contact the organizations directly to avoid scams, rather than giving your money to someone who's calling or emailing you. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks. Well, 2 people, including a teenager, are in the hospital this morning with life-threatening injuries because of a crash on Highway 2. Now, the crash between a car and a semi near Southwood Road, west of Airway Heights, happened yesterday morning. Washington State Patrol says there were 2 teens and an adult inside that car. Here's a video we took from the scene. Investigators believe that a car ran a stop sign and ended up wedged underneath the semi. The adult and 1 teen have life-threatening injuries and are also in critical condition. Another teen is stable. The Moses Lake School District is placing an estimated $53 million 4-year levy on the February special election ballot.
The district is dealing with a recent roughly $20 million budget shortfall. If passed, voters will pay $150 per $100,000 of assessed property value. Now, that means if you own a home valued at $400,000, you will pay about $600 a year for this levy. Marissa Rio shares how the school district would use that money.
School athletics and other extracurricular activities were almost cut during the district's recent budget shortfall. These programs, which play a key role in a lot of students' well-being, would have the money to continue if this levy were to pass.
Me as a competitive person, I'm really excited to go out and play and compete and just have fun with my teammates. And I meet new friends, and that's really important because sometimes as introverts, we sometimes miss out on making friends like these.
Kaya Char said it was scary, thinking she might not be able to compete her senior year due to the district not having enough money. A main reason athletics and some of the other extracurricular activities weren't cut was because the Community Athletics and Activities Group, a local nonprofit, stepped up and has raised over $700,000 to fund these programs.
So it's huge importance to those kids, and we're pouring into our future, essentially. And if we don't do that, what does that look like in the next 10 years?
While it was great those programs were saved this year, Ryan Carpenter in the district said fundraising isn't a sustainable solution, and that's why this levy needs to pass. This levy would also fund more educational staff, custodial and maintenance, additional courses, and more. This is risky for the district, considering it attempted to pass 2 levies last year, but both failed. There's also some feelings of mistrust within the community, specifically after the district's recent $11 million accounting error that played a key role in this budget shortfall. The district said it understands those concerns and is taking extensive steps to make sure this doesn't happen again. Now, if the levy doesn't pass, there are risks.
So we would have to reduce our academic support, and that would likely mean laying off more staff. We would have to figure out how to use less of everything. We would likely see a further reduction in the course offerings that our secondary students have.
It's important to note that this levy isn't new, rather a replacement of the last levy voters passed, which expired at the end of 2024. In Moses Lake, Marissa Rio, 4 News Now.
More information about this levy, you can visit KXLY.com. Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:38.
Checking back in with Matt Gray here, who is in for Mark this morning at those temperatures. The 20s are just feeling really chilly to me lately, and
yes.
Maybe I'm weak from our we've been spoiled with these warm winters.
Yeah, don't feel that way. It's been a very warm winter, but I think there's a possibility that's going to change a little bit, and we're going to see more 20s in your forecast. We'll talk about that coming up.
And still to come here on Good Morning Northwest, 10 new officers coming to Spokane Valley. How these new positions are aiming to help keep the community safer.
Plus, some Washington lawmakers pushing to end flavored tobacco sales in the state. Why they say this ban is needed to keep our kids safe and healthy.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
Life is an opportunity to grow, to feel, to excel. Life moves at its own pace, daring you to keep up. Life pushes you to be better, to go farther. Life has you here. We're just here to help.
What's better than super fresh fruits and vegetables? Yep, you've got it. Super fresh fruits and vegetables on sale.
Swing into Super One Foods this Thursday and save big during our 12-hour produce sale. Northwest grown baby leaf salad mixes $1.48 each. Family size Lighthouse salad dressings $2.98 each. Sweet red grapes just $1.98 a pound.
Super One Foods 12-hour produce sale. This Thursday only. Hey, it's better than fresh.
Sale price is not available in Spokane and Colville.
Your wedding. It can be the most important and joyous occasion in your life. That's why we've devoted an entire event to making sure your wedding day is absolutely perfect. Hello, I'm Tammy Schneider, your host for Spokane's premier bridal festival at the Spokane Convention Center. View elegant runway fashion shows and enter to win over $30,000 in prizes. It's a big event, but then you're planning a very big day.
We know your time is valuable, and that is why at Colville Toyota, our goal is to get you in and out in an hour or less using our Express Maintenance Center.
With our pit crew approach and Toyota trained techs, your routine service happens fast.
Toyota Express Maintenance includes a safety inspection, oil changes, brake inspection, tire rotation, and much more.
Quality, speed, and confidence is what you can expect from Colville Toyota's Express Maintenance Center. We're your small town dealership with a big heart.
Hi, I'm renovation expert Scott McGilvery. I know bath remodeling, and I've seen all the gimmicks. Buy now, half off, free installation. This is why I work with Bath Fitter. With 40 years of experience and 2 million installs, I trust their integrity. Bath Fitter gives you a fair price and sticks to it with a lifetime warranty. You don't need gimmicks, just a partner you can trust. Bath Fitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
It is now 6:41. The Spokane Valley Police Department's adding 10 more officers to the force, something people in the valley are getting excited about. Many hope increased patrols and police presence will help prevent traffic and property crime from happening in the first place.
You know that a lot of times just simply having increased officers and that presence being there can deter some of those problems, while also allow us to be able to respond that much quicker.
The department will add 1 new officer to the homeless outreach team, 5 new members to the patrol team, which the police force hopes will lower response times, and 3 new members to the investigative team to help solve property crimes. There will also be 1 new traffic officer on nighttime patrol.
Your takeaways for your weather coming up today: cloudy conditions. We've got that fog we're tracking in Kootenai County, and then we have snow coming in for Friday. Expect slick roads and falling snow around midday.
Washington lawmakers are pushing for the end of flavored tobacco sales in the state, arguing this is needed to keep our kids safe. The ban would end the sale of products such as flavored cigarettes, pouches, chews, and menthol cigarettes. Washington Superintendent of Public Instruction Chris Regdahl says these products are becoming more popular among students and are even showing up in elementary schools.
It's totally contradictory to our basic ed goals when we see so much resource being spent trying to administer something that, quite frankly, has us pitted against an industry that's harming kids when we're trying to help kids.
And some local businesses warn about the economic repercussions this could have. One spoke shop in Spokane says nearly 90% of products it sells are flavored, making a ban like this detrimental. If the bill passes, the ban would go into effect in 2026. Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:43.
We have a much calmer start to our day today than we saw yesterday. We'll take a look at our forecast coming up, and
we're going to check in with Allison Martinez, who is live over at the Spokane Arena this morning with a little bit of a behind-the-scenes look of some bull riding.
Some of the nation's best professional bull riders will be right here in Spokane this weekend. We're giving you a sneak peek of PBR coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It's the new year, and we're ringing in the savings. Like up to $15,520 off or 0% APR on a new Sierra 1500 Denali. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange. We're family owned and operated at GMC of Riverfront Park.
Magical moments. Snowy adventures. Warming up. Making memories. A winter wonderland. The perfect close-by getaway this winter is Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Find countless ways to play and plan your escape at cdawinter.com.
Oh, man.
Don't worry.
I can take real good care of you. See? All taken care of. Works perfectly for you, right?
It's important that you are taken care of properly. At Craig Swap & Associates, we don't get paid until you win.
One call, that's all. 509-999-9999.
Are you looking for a great new gym to start the new year and crush those New Year resolution goals? Let's go! For around $1 a day, you can get it all. Cycling, swimming, group fitness, and the best equipment in the region. So what are you waiting for? It's time to thrive in 2025. This week at Move Fitness.
Join the movement.
Planning a trip to 49 degrees north? Make Mistaqua Casino Hotel your home base for an unforgettable ski, stay, and play experience. Store your gear securely in our convenient ski lockers. And after a day on the slopes, relax in our indoor swimming pool, hot tub, or unwind in one of our comfortable, beautiful new hotel rooms. Mistaqua Casino Hotel is located just north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah. Visit Mistaqua.com for more details.
It's the new year, and we're ringing in the savings, like up to $9,000 off for 3.9% APR on a new Sierra 2500 HD Denali. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange. We're family owned and operated at GMC of Riverfront Park.
4 News Now is brought to you by Super One Foods.
Welcome back. It's now 6:46. This weekend, your family can check out a bull riding showdown at the Spokane Arena.
Sounds fun. The Professional Bull Riding Velocity Tour is making a 2-day stop in Spokane, and it all starts tomorrow. Allison Martinez is live this morning at Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena for a preview of all the fun. You're joined by a very special guest there, Allison.
Yes, this is so exciting. 35 of the nation's best professional bull riders will be right here in Spokane this weekend, and one of them is Dakota here. This is Dakota Lewis. He's a professional bull rider. Thank you so much for being with us this morning. The arena looks a little barren now, but we'll have the dirt and the full get-up later. Now, tell me, how did you get into professional bull riding?
So for me, I grew up watching the PBR on TV. A lot of those guys, I thought they were heroes, you know, and I was set in stone on what I wanted to do at a young age, and you know, grew up, did sports and whatnot, but it was ultimately just to better myself as a bull rider. And 32 years of getting to do something that I loved, you know, I'm very thankful for that.
Yeah, and what does being a bull rider mean to you?
To me, being a bull rider means so much more than I guess your average, you know, to have enough courage to go after something that you truly love and believe in, you know, hopefully inspire somebody to kind of go after what they believe in as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I think you'll definitely inspire a lot of people out here. We're expecting huge crowds, and it's the very first time that there are 2 nights of PBR here at the Spokane Arena, which is oh so exciting. What do you want audiences to take away from this weekend?
I want the audiences to come out here and enjoy it. You know, it's a family fun event. Nothing staged. All the bulls, once the gates open, we have zero control, and you're going to see some up-and-coming talent that you probably hadn't seen before that you definitely don't want to miss.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning, and best of luck this weekend. You can get tickets at Tickets West, and we'll send it back to you guys in studio.
I mean, such a fun event for kids, but then for adults too.
The whole family.
Oh my God, so fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
For sure.
No fun at all. What's happening in California? This is just horrible.
Yeah, and look, it's been everywhere over the past couple of days, and so I want to give you some perspective on this, because we're, like we do during the summertime, we're able to see some of these wildfires using our satellite imagery, and you can see these hot spots. This is active burning wildfires here. At least 3 out of the 6 we can see from space here in the Los Angeles area. Now, you notice here they kind of run on the south side of these east to west mountain ranges that are just north of LA proper, and this is the effect of those Santa Ana winds. They come down from the north, they come through the gaps in these mountains, they go down the mountain slopes here. Both of those things, wind through narrow spaces and a downhill wind flow, a strong downhill wind flow, enhances the wind speeds. That makes this stuff nearly impossible to get under control once it gets going. And that's what we saw, unfortunately, with these fires about this time yesterday. 4 things to know about your local weather. Cloudy weather for Thursday. Snow coming in for tomorrow. Not expecting a ton of snow here, but certainly enough to slicken up the roads once again. Let's fast forward to your forecast radar, show you how things play out here. So we have light snow in the Panhandle. We've got a little wintry mix in parts of central Washington about 9 in the morning. Then around midday, this is when the snow is going to be coming down around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. We'll start to see things kind of wrap up fairly quickly. This is by 1 in the afternoon. Snow already trying to move out. Snow across much of the Idaho side of the Palouse. And by 5 o'clock, it's pretty much gone with the exception of our high mountain areas along the Montana state line. About an inch or two for places like Kellogg, Coeur d'Alene, and Sandpoint. We'll see less than an inch across much of eastern Washington. A lot of this is just going to be moving too fast for us to actually get a whole lot of accumulating snow. So look for those slick conditions there for Friday and for the Friday evening commute. We'll see some flurries this weekend and colder temperatures. We'll be right back on Good Morning Northwest.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Colville Toyota.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog. Witness the rock and roll flair reminiscent of the king himself, Elvis Presley. Ladies and gentlemen, Moses Snow live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, January 16th. Visit CDAcasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning. Want a cool new vehicle for the new year? A new style? Tough 4-wheel drive or all-wheel drive? With delayed payments until April 1st, then you need to head down to the Cal Superstores in Airway Heights and Coeur d'Alene, where they are offering up to $600 of free upgrades, like truck lifts, light bars, and tires, to customize your new ride.
Like your deal, love your wheels at Cal.
Are you looking for a good time to replace your carpets or give your kitchen or bathroom an upgrade?
Well, right now we are celebrating the new year by giving you 20% off the installation to make your home more beautiful in 2025.
It's time to get the biggest sleep savings of the year on all the top name brand mattress sets during the January Overstock clearance sale at Walker's. Take advantage of 5 years no interest financing and even bigger savings on closeout mattress sets.
Mainstream has proudly served Greater Spokane and Northern Idaho for over 20 years, offering reliable and high-quality home services. Our exceptional team is committed to delivering trusted plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical solutions that ensure the comfort and safety of your home. Our goal is to provide the best experience possible when it comes to repairing, maintaining, or installing systems that make your home a more comfortable place to live. Because we are home services, we are Mainstream.
When it comes to taking care of your car, trust the family-owned service department that puts you first. At Coeur d'Alene Honda, we don't just fix cars, we keep your family safe on the road. With no hidden fees or surprise charges, you'll always know exactly what you're paying for. And with us, you only pay a 6% tax on parts, never on labor. Come to Coeur d'Alene Honda, where quality service meets honest pricing every time. Call us to schedule an appointment today.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog. Witness the rock and roll flair reminiscent of the king himself, Elvis Presley. Ladies and gentlemen, Moses Snow live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, January 16th. Visit CDAcasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Time right now, 6:53, and it's time to get you ready to take on your Thursday in the morning sprint.
Matt Gray is tracking a chilly, cloudy day ahead of more winter weather.
Allison Martinez is live at the Spokane Arena this morning with a sneak peek of some professional bull riding.
But first, Hannah Joy is tracking catastrophic fires tearing through Southern California and ways you can help.
Yeah, Robin, our friends here at home can donate through the American Red Cross and Salvation Army. Both of those organizations are accepting donations online. As of this morning, none of the 6 fires are contained. They are burning near Pasadena, Sylmar, Runyon Canyon, Riverside County, and the largest in the Pacific Palisades.
This is our retirement. This is our nest egg. This is where we moved in when we got married. This is where our son was born. This was our house, and this was what we worked for. This was what we were going to use to retire. That was our investment.
More than 130,000 people are still under mandatory evacuation orders. The fires in the Pacific Palisades is the most destructive in LA history. The Eden fire has burned more than 10,000 acres near Pasadena. So far, at least 5 people are reported dead. Officials say they will get a better handle on the fires after the wind dies down tomorrow. For updates on these conditions, tune in to Good Morning America.
And the Washington Emergency Management is sending reinforcements down to LA County to assist however they can. 9 task forces made up of 45 engines, 11 trucks, and nearly 150 personnel is headed to the coast. DNR is also sending additional equipment and personnel.
$44 million in federal funding is on the way to Spokane County to help with recovery efforts from the Gray and Oregon road fires. Those fires tore through parts of Medical Lake and Elk in August of 2023. It destroyed hundreds of homes and caused at least $166 million in damages. The money can be used to replace damaged affordable housing, strengthen infrastructure, support small businesses and residents, and implement disaster mitigation services to reduce the future risk of damage from disasters.
We are keeping an eye on some thick fog developing across Kootenai County. Visibility down to 0 in Hayden, Coeur d'Alene. So folks around the I-90 corridor in North Idaho, just take it a little slower out there this morning. Otherwise, once the fog lifts later today, things will be a whole lot calmer. We'll be looking for some snow to slicken up the roads as we get into Friday afternoon.
Pullman Police Chief Jake Oppennorth was back in court for a protection order accusing him of sexual assault and harassment. Attorneys of Oppennorth say their relationship lasted several years before a recent breakup. The Pullman Police Department has put him on leave, and the Washington State Patrol is also investigating. Oppennorth's attorney requested another 2 weeks to prepare for the hearing. He'll be scheduled to be back in court on January 22nd.
One of Spokane's busiest streets could look very different in the next 5 years. The eventual opening of the north-south freeway is expected to alleviate traffic congestion on Division Street significantly. And look at the renderings of a future Division Street corridor from yesterday's Spokane Planning Commission. Looks like this. A final draft of the vision for the Division Street corridor's future is expected by the end of the year.
2 people, including a teenager, are in the hospital with life-threatening injuries because of a crash on Highway 2. The crash was between a car and a semi near Southwood Road, which is west of Airway Heights. It happened yesterday morning. Washington State Patrol says there were 2 teens and an adult inside the car. And here's video we got at the scene. Investigators believe that the car ran the stop sign and ended up wedged under the semi. The adult and 1 teen do have life-threatening injuries and are in critical condition.
Things here at the Spokane Arena look pretty bare now, but that's because later today, tons of dirt will be loaded in for professional bull riding. It's happening this Friday and Saturday here at the Spokane Arena. 2 nights for the first time ever. You can catch 35 of the nation's best professional bull riders competing right here. You can find tickets at Tickets West, and more information will be on our website, kxly.com.
Today, the nation pays its respects to President Jimmy Carter. Here is a live look as preparations are happening for this morning's funeral. Carter's casket has arrived at the National Cathedral, where his life and legacy will be celebrated for the country to say goodbye. We will continue following today's ceremony throughout Good Morning Northwest, and you can watch live coverage of Carter's funeral in D.C. right here, starting in just minutes on Good Morning America.
And we'll be back with a final check of weather with Matt Gray. It's coming up right after this commercial break. Happy Thursday. Thanks for starting with us.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Welcome to the card for Zags fans who dream big. Get your exclusive Gonzaga debit card from Numerica today.
With prices of natural gas and propane skyrocketing, your heating bill is getting out of control. But before you turn down the heat, give the experts at Bill's Heating and Air a call. They have the latest in dual fuel technology to keep your family comfortable and the utility bills low. There has never been a better time to upgrade, because now every furnace purchase comes with a free heat pump. So call Bill's Heating today to get your free heat pump while supplies last.
Childcare costs are breaking budgets and funding has dried up, leaving families desperate. I'm Kirsten O'Connor. I'll show you the solutions on the way and what's being done to help families right now, tonight, only on 4 News Now at 6.
All right, some cloudy skies out there, some fog as you work your way towards North Idaho this morning. Otherwise, expected to be a pretty calm day around the inland northwest. Not such the case as we head into tomorrow, friends. We're going to be talking about some snow showing up around lunchtime, sticking around into the early afternoon. More slick roads as you end your Friday. Then a few flurries, but mostly some cooler, more winter-like weather is coming in for the weekend and into early next week. Maybe some sunshine, too. That'd be fun.
Well, thanks so much for starting your day with us right here on Good Morning Northwest.
We have sure loved having you along. We are going to send things over right now to Good Morning America, which has live coverage of the Jimmy Carter funeral. Have a great day.